Something that has been really helpful to me on my healing journey has been looking at myself and understanding that there are different parts of myself and seeking to see and have some conscious awareness separation of those parts. Now, if you're into parts work, if you're into IFS, internal family systems, you are probably familiar with this. If you are aware of the concept of the inner child, you've also heard about this. A teaching concept I often use is, can we see the forest for the trees? And it's the same sort of idea. Are we getting wrapped up in the experience itself? Are we getting distracted by all the trees in front of us? Or do we have the capacity to zoom out and understand that we are within a bigger forest and there's a pathway and there's a trajectory within that overall organized chaos? So when I'm in a situation where I am emotionally activated, where I'm swept up in the emotional experience, where I'm feeling like a victim, where I'm just feeling wallowing, I can't do anything about this is just happening to me, can't control it, can't change it, don't have any power here, that is a sign that I am, you could say, blended with a child part. Children don't have power, right? Children don't have capacity to zoom out and see a bigger picture. Children don't have capacity to provide context of understanding what they're feeling. Children are swept up in the emotion. Children are just caught up in the sea of feeling. And my goodness, do we see a lot of adults get caught up in this too. And really, they're blended with their inner child. Really, that's what's happening, is we've stepped back into that part of ourselves and we're reacting from that child place. We're blended with a feeling of child helplessness. No wonder we're so upset. No wonder it seems so catastrophic. So the gift of this perspective is that it offers another way to view the situation. It offers a way to not deny the emotions that are coming up, but to hold them within a broader frame. That's what I would want a parent to do for a child, right? If a child is caught up in an emotional experience, child's having a temper tantrum, whatever, ideally a parent is not punishing the emotion. Ideally a parent's not stop crying, be quiet. That's a really toxic way to parent. A parent should be compassionate. A parent should be kind. A parent should be able to provide a broader context for the child to help understand what they're feeling and to be able to process it, to have space to be able to feel it, but to also help that child move into a place of understanding, help that child move into a place of feeling a little bit better about whatever the situation is that they're upset about. Louis took your toy because Louis doesn't have any toys here right now, and no, that wasn't very nice of him, and he should give you back that toy, but it wasn't because Louis was trying to be mean to you. Louis just wanted to play with the toy. That can help maybe not make the child feel immediately better, but that can help add context and understanding of what this emotion is that's coming up for the child and what's real about it. Louis not a bad kid. Louis just wanted to play too. So can we do that for ourselves? Can we hold the child part of us when we get emotionally tied up in something, when we are finding ourselves reactive, when we feel we're just kind of when you're in the ocean and a wave knocks you over and you're sort of topsy-turvy for a minute and you don't know which way is up, you don't know which way is down, you're just sort of everything's ocean, that's all that's around me. That's how an emotion can feel for me sometimes when I'm caught up in them really intensely. It's I don't know which way is up or down, I can't see clearly, I don't know how to find my way out of this, I can't breathe, but I don't know what to do besides panic. And so I've started to recognize when I feel that feeling, it's an indicator that I am blended with that inner child part of myself. I'm identified with that child version of myself, and I've stepped out of that observer. I've stepped out of that internal parental role. I've stepped out of that capacity to see the forest and also see the trees. So it's an invitation to me to not make decisions, to, feel what I feel, but can I respond to myself like I would in a child in that moment? Can I go read a book in bed? Can I watch a comforting movie? Can I take a warm bath? Can I have a little snack? What can I do to help myself feel a little bit better without allowing myself to feel the emotional experience I'm in at that moment is reality, is the world, is the only way it's going to be, etc., etc., etc. How do I not get caught up in the thought loop that can come with that, and instead understand that there is a part of me that might not be present at the moment, but there's a part of me that can hold a broader context for myself. And when I can calm down some of the emotional intensity, that's the time to step back into that broader parental role. Like, how can I contextualize this for myself? Can I journal about it? Can I help myself understand from a broader perspective so I'm less likely to get caught up and blended with that child version? So this is a way of thinking about working with our emotional experiences. This is a way of prioritizing healing instead of re-traumatizing ourselves by replaying old stories and old wounds within our heads. This is a way that we can disrupt the emotional intensity and find our way back to emotional stability and empowerment.